Mining job hunt video. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and in today's video we're going to collect jobs for the sponsor's website for their mining jobs to apply for page, where we list all the jobs that we think you should be applying for once you've done the sponsor's training. But first I just want to congratulate Jamie, who let us know that he got a truck driving job underground in New South Wales. Fairly sweet gig that he got himself there, so well done, Jamie. Hope you have a long and profitable career. So let's go over to Seek and type underground in and give it a spin for the last 7 days and see what jobs come up. So that's mining roles, truck drivers and nippers. They'll want experienced people for this, but they're not going to be able to get them, so we'll collect this ad. Just remember, once you've done the training, you should be applying for every nipper and truck role, even if it asks for experience. The employers want experience, but there's not a lot around, unfortunately, so they're just going to have to get what they can take. Service crew entry level, but this is a Kalgoorlie based job. We've had people get jobs with these guys before. It's a great way to jump into the industry as long as you don't mind heading to Kalgoorlie. It's a really good leg up starting on service crew. You can really take off from there. Nipper's job at Boston Shaker. Again, they'll be wanting an experienced person for this, but you only have to look at the service crew job ads and the pace crew job ads to work out that they're not going to be a lot of experienced people around. Now, I had a look at this job ad during the week, and this is only a 12-month contract because they're actually just putting the infrastructure in for a coal mine. So somebody's hired pry bar to go and do the hard rock side of things to punch it down to the levels that it needs to access the coal. So if you apply for this job in New South Wales, just be aware it's probably only going to be a short-term contract, like it says 12 months, and then you'll have to find something else. Not that you'll have a problem finding something else after 12 months. And there's Aries, which is great. Aries have got their information in the back of the training, so you can apply directly to them once you finish the training. And you can see they pay fairly well. So 113,000 for a nipper's job, plus super, plus bonuses and leave entitlement, so it's pretty good. Service crew, Barminco, entry level diamond drillers. So we'll grab that one. It's another good job ad. And we'll put that in both the underground and the exploration. Now, with coming up to Christmas time, it's Snatch It season, and this job ad's obviously to get ready for all the people that they're going to lose over the Christmas New Year period with the January 2023 start date. You'll see a lot of these job ads come up over the next sort of 4 weeks, people getting ready for everybody that's going to quit around Christmas and New Year. Happens a lot. It happens every year when we've got a boom going on. If you can walk into a job in January that you know you can walk into a job which most people with 6 months experience plus can, then the pressure's on to be at home for Christmas. Then a lot of people quit and look for a job in January. Pit and portal, experienced people, but they'll want experience, but they'll just have to take what they can get, unfortunately. If they get some experienced people, good luck to them, but there's not a lot around. Same thing with this. It's $450 a shift. That's extremely low for a truck driving shift now. A lot of the companies are paying a lot more than that, so that's probably Northern Star, the owner-operator, wanting somebody there, residential Kalgoorlie. So again, they'll be wanting an experienced person, but at that price they're not going to get one. Underground truck service crew. That's for one in the mine in the Southern Cross. These guys have also got a mine in Queensland that they look for quite regularly. It's page 1 down. Service crew, so like I said, we've done the nippers job and that they're looking for service crew as well. Shotcrete operator, service crew trainer, jumbo operators, service crew trainer, nipper, Northern Star, we'll have that one. Underground field, Barminco charge up. As you can see, all these companies are looking for everything, which means that people will be getting promoted, which means there's a good opportunity to get in as a nipper, a truck driver, an offsider, or like we looked at before, even a member of service crew if you're prepared to go to a regional town like Kalgoorlie. There are jobs on offer. If you know how the mine works, you've got something to offer them. And we'll have a look at where all the jobs are around the country at the end of the video. I've got that loaded up, ready to go. Agi Operator. So we loaded this job up last week, and they've had to advertise it again. So they probably didn't get a really good response. So if you can show, if you've got Agi experience, and you can show them that you know how the mine works, then you've just generally got something to offer them. Bogger operator, Northern Star, Shotcrete, Barminco, long hole operator, underground trainer. Everybody's looking for everything because it's all ramping up. Prices are up, except for coal, which price is falling, unfortunately. I'm going to do a video on that next about the coal price. It's not good news, unfortunately. Underground product support, rock tools. Okay, so I'm going to load this one up because this is one that people can start with. This is a bit like a person that collects and swaps out the drill bits and all that sort of stuff underground. That can be a good place to start, and you can work your way up from there. Jumbo operator, dump truck experience, that'll be the surface. Underground fitters, jumbo operator, Glencore. Trainer underground production, Mongolia. So that's Rio's big mine in Mongolia. They're always looking for people over there. And I don't know if I've talked about expat jobs before on the videos, the job collection videos. But once you've got some experience, because Australian hard rock underground miners are considered the best in the world at what they do. This is Barminco, but they've used the Panetti's, the international company that's taken them over. So that is a entry-level job ad for them. But anyway, back to the Australian miners are considered Australian hard rock underground miners are considered the best in the world at what they do. So that's why there's all the expat jobs come up. If you look at them, there's big dollars for those that want to go overseas. Mining and processing, cadetships, Rosebery mine. Okay, yep, so we'll take that one, so that's both. So that was for a nipper's job. Some of these companies are becoming desperate to retain people, so they're putting cadetships in and all that sort of stuff, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's all sink or swim with hard rock underground. They don't give you a lot of time, unfortunately. You either pick it up or you don't. That's why the training's so good, because it allows you to focus in just on what they're teaching you without having to worry about how the mine works, because you already know that from the training. And that's the real secret to making it in that first 6 months underground. If you go in green and not know anything on day one, it's more than 50% turnover. If you do the sponsors training, that goes down to less than 10%. All round Operator, Foreman Goldfields, Underground Drill Fitters, Vent Rise Operator, Surface Diamond Driller, Underground Electrician, no grad jobs yet, guys. Shout out to all the grads that watch. Underground mining engineer. There'll be more grad jobs coming up in the next sort of 4 to 5 weeks. Just need to keep an eye out for them. As they come into the new year, they'll hire a whole heap of new grads. So just keep an eye out for them. Electrician's expert, underground. Winder operator, control room. Mine services technician. Is that a service crew job? Yes, it is. So we'll collect that one and put that one up, because a lot of people aren't going to apply for that because they're not going to find it because of the name. So that could be a good opportunity, because everybody that's on service crew or wants to go to service crew is looking for a service crew job, not a mine services technician job. I know we've talked about this before, but they do turn over a lot of people in the HR departments. And that's why you get a lot of ads that don't make sense at times, because the people coming in have got very limited mining experience, and it's hard to get your head around how the mining industry works when you come in from another industry, because it doesn't work the same as the other industries. They turn over a lot of HR people, especially on the underground side of things, Hard Rock Underground, because HR don't actually decide who gets the job. It's the underground foreman or the project manager that decides who gets the job. Barminco store person. We'll collect that one. We'll put that in a mill job there. Barminco and Burncut have both been actively running job ads that have been coming up on my Facebook feed that are all looking for people. Drills assistant surface, we'll grab that have been looking for people that have got 6 to 12 months nipper or truck experience that are looking to take the next step into a service crew role. So that gives you an idea of how desperate they are for people in that in that service crew role, and all those people stepping up from the truck and the nipper's job into the service crew role creates a vacancy underneath that has to be filled with an entry-level person. Why do they want experienced people in all these nipper and truck jobs? Because there's an open cut truck job but that will be, they'll have lots of people doing that one, so we won't worry about that. I've posted some surface traineeships around Kalgoorlie on the Facebook page recently, so you can have a look at that. Sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, the HR departments, they're looking for, they turn over a lot of people actually. It's the foremen and the project managers that make the decisions, not the HR people. So it can be a bit hard for them to get their head around, and the other thing is they're recruiting, like an entry-level nipper's probably making $30,000 a year more than what they're making as the HR person. So that also can taint people's views on staying in the industry. on the mining production side of things, it's just not done the same as, you know, what happens in shutdown work or in civil work that happens on the mine sites. It's just different. And again, that's a good thing about the training, is it goes into all that, how it's different and how to navigate your way through. It's got full instructions on how to redo your resume, or you can do the work ready package where you send us your resume and we redo it for you, as well as do interview prep and make sure that you've understood the mining information and come up with a plan of where and how to get in. But as you can see from these videos, if you've been watching them at all for any length of time, then you can see that there's a lot of jobs that come up and it's pretty easy to find them. So we're up to 13. We still haven't found a grad job. That one job's always up there. Lots of fitters jobs, always looking for fitters. Mount Isa, apprenticeship program, we'll grab that one. Traineeship, reliability, process operator. Okay, so that's one for the mill. So we'll put that one up there. If you're in the north of Queensland and you want to have a go at getting onto the mill, that's a good job ad to apply for. Grader operator, Barminco. We'll have that one. Oh, I think I put that in I put that in the wrong spot. There we go, the right spot now. Senior planning engineer, ventilation officer, service technician. We'll do a couple more. We're up to the 17-minute mark. Some of these videos have been going for half an hour now. Processing trainer, so they're looking for people to teach people how to become mill operators. So that would be a good company to go and have a look at, because if they're having to hire someone to do that, that means that they're having to hire people to train. Maintenance. Trainer assessor. Drillers offsiders. We'll grab that one for the surface. Alright, I think we'll call it quits at that point. So we're 14 pages in. So the other thing that I just wanted to do was just to show you that we've got a new video blog page where we've got videos about mining information there that I've got there, and then all the job hunt videos. So not only will we load it up on Facebook and YouTube and all the other platforms that we're on, we'll also whack it up here so you can have a look at it. I'm pretty sure that if you watch it up here, you don't get a lot of the adverts in it that you do in the other places. But anyway, let's go over and have a look at our map. And this is our map of all the mines around the country that have the mining stuff for batteries and gold. And the reason why we're looking at those areas of the industry is because batteries is what's driving all the demand. So nickel price it hit 40,000 Australian a tonne. I think it's about 38,000 a tonne at the moment. Copper was over $12,000 a tonne, and gold went up over $2,600 an ounce. So at those prices, all these mines are making huge amounts of money. So that's why they're trying to get as many bums in seats to try and keep their production up. But if you're in Tasmania, there's a fair few jobs there. We loaded a couple of jobs up. If you're in Victoria, there's a couple of jobs up around Bendigo Way and Ballarat. But most people that are in Victoria, they drive up to these big mines that are here in the middle of New South Wales and around Canberra. So if you're in Sydney or the south coast or the north coast and you want to drive across, people drive across. It's drive in, drive out. Jamie got his job at one of these mines in here, and yeah, Jamie would come from an abattoir, so with what he did, it was all about showing the employer that he knew how the mine worked. Now, if you're in Brisbane, you've got the choice of fly in, fly out, of up here around Mount Isa or Charters Towers, or you can drive in, drive out in New South Wales. South Australia has got the big Olympic Dam and Prominent Hill and all those mineral sites, so that's fly in, fly out, but a lot of people drive in, drive out to Broken Hill and the Cobar area as well. Northern Territory, Savannahs, Tatamide, they're all looking. You've got the the fly in, fly out over to Mount Isa. A couple of mines do that. And then over here in WA, there's bucket loads of fly in, fly out of Perth. As you saw, we loaded up a heap of nippers jobs and a heap of truck drivers jobs today. The entry-level service crew job was in Kalgoorlie, so that could be a good place to go. And it's just jumping straight on at a service crew level, which means that, you know, they probably won't pay you that much for the entry-level job, but once you've done 6 months, you can pretty much go to any of the major companies and jump on service crew for between $550 and, you know, a lot of them are paying anything up to $850 a day for a leading hand that knows what they're doing. So that could be a good way around. So that's where all the jobs are around the country. I hope that information helped, and if you've got any other questions about how to get into the mining industry, just please let me know, and if you could share this video around and like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.